Right, I am selling my XPS 720 because I am immigrating abroad to Canada, and I'm going to show off the performance and boot time of this computer. The OS is running on a 30 gig SSD Oxy Vertex. It's got 6 gigs of Oxy Reaper RAM, so it does with the heater pipes, and it has a Core 2 Extreme, which is a quad core processor, 4 cores, really fast. It would probably be around the same as an i5 performance wise, and I'm just going to show you around the machine. I am selling it, so I am including this here. It's pretty much a brand spanking new. I got it with a brand spanking new keyboard and mouse, wireless. Got it with the machine when I bought it. Never used it at all. I was happy enough with the Dell keyboard, and my Logitech mouse. But yeah, I'm just going to show you his boot times. It's going to be from the startup of Windows. I'll start the timer, so I will, because BIOS is already doesn't really count on the boot times of the computer, so it doesn't, I find, because all computers boot up the BIOS around the same length of time. But Windows set, when you boot up your operating system, that's when the computer's performance comes into play, and that equals how fast your computer is. So it does, in my opinion, because BIOS doesn't really equal to any performance whatsoever. It's just it doing some checks. So anyway, I'm going to start the timer as soon as Windows 7 is booting up. Right, I'm just going to restart the computer with my left hand, and restart. Right, and everything on the screen has to be up, including the dock, the widgets and everything. So very fast shutdown, starting up the BIOS, and we start now. And it is a very fast boot on this machine, so there is. Windows 7 kind of boosts up a little bit more, but yeah, I just find that the boot on this is very fast. And see that? Wait until everything's all loaded. Dock has to load, come on, and done. 26-second boot on this computer. Not a bad score, if I do say so myself. I did have to play around with the RAM and the CPU setup, including the SSD. Also helps a lot with the boot, so it does. And yep, and the computer's like ready to go right now, so it is. So my most intense graphic game that I have would be StarCraft. Just boot that up. Very quick to boot up games as well, and very good graphics coming from the GTX560. Duke Nukem Forever, factory OC'd, overclocked. So this also, the monitor is a anti-glare monitor, whatever it's called, has the anti-glare film around the screen, so any sunlight won't reflect off it as bad as a glossy screen. So I'll just go into a single player. Continue. If you see, load times are very fast in this computer. yeah, just plus this game is a very high quality when it comes to graphics. It would be up to the spec of Crisis 2 or yeah, that round about that. It was known for burning out computers when it first came out, so yeah, it's a really good game. Actually, if I use there's a benchmarking program with Dawn of War 2, so if I have enough time I'll show you that as well. And press it. Okay. Processor is able to take a lot of the things blowing up and all that sort of, as you may see, and it's a very, very good game, and it's very high yen as well. Right, I'm just gonna quit out of this game. Oh, wrong. Quit campaign. And hopefully I have enough time on this. Exit game. Also, that game was on high quality as well, so it was. I think I've only got like 2 minutes left on this. This is Dawn of War 2 Retribution. And by the way, this computer does support 7.1 surround sound as well, so it does. So if you have some insane surround sound system, it will use it, or it will be able to use it. Yeah. I'm only using a 5.1 surround sound, but sadly it's not in with the deal. It's not in with the cell because the surround sound belongs to my dad. So pretty much it's only the screen, the monitor, the computer, keyboard and mouse, and that's it. But really, what else would you need? Going to options. Oh, no. Going to options and graphics and performance test. This here will test the CPU and see if it's okay to play, and they'll give you the recommended settings for your computer, so it will. And this thing has very good graphics, this game. And it tests everything out itself as well. If it would load. Because the SSD is 30 gig, most of my games aren't installed on it, so that's the graphics. See, the CPU can handle it, no problem. And this is the computer playing, it's spawning, it's doing it all itself. Look, I'm not pressing anything. And soon you'll see big explosions and everything. Now this computer is very good for gaming. I love it, and it's for sale, so any offers would be great. Thanks. Bye. And I'm just back because I forgot to show you what the settings are on this machine, on the game, and what it recommends for the graphics card. By the way, this thing has space for another GTX560, and it has another PCI Express down at the very bottom of the machine, so I can store another probably Wi-Fi card. As you may see, performance test was passed, and that was on frame rate of 33.67, maximum frame rate of 80. Oh wait, that was the average, 33. Maximum was 80. Minimum frame rate was 10.8. So got a red green light, or it's got a tick, so I'll just continue. And as you may see, most of this is all on ultimate, high, because most of these options are just up to high, so they are, but it's all maxed out this game, and this game plays on very high graphics, so it does, and it does support 1080p HD, so it does, and it is a very ultimate fucking machine. The only reason why I'm getting rid of it is because I am moving to Canada, and I'd be very sad to see it go, so that's actually very sad. Side panel is from a XPS 730, so it is, that cost me €80, so just so I can see all the components playing or spinning in the background, including the fan and all that keeps the RAM cool. And the light show, I have to show you the light show, considering I put it in the description of the advert. Close that. Close the game down. Shuts down very quick. And put on iTunes. Put on a song, something that's, let's see, Tron, let's just say, D-Res. You can hear the music. And I'll put view, show visualizer. And literally the computer dances with the music. It's a very cool little feature that came with the XPS. Especially in the dark, it is very cool, so it is. Now I am selling this for 800. Willing to haggle with yous if yous are interested in the machine, and thanks very much.